We're going to do our best to make a Bill Belichick coach build in College Football 25. If y'all enjoy the content, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. We dropping every single day and we live streaming on Twitch. So I'm sure y'all all know Bill Belichick has now taken over the North Carolina Tar Heels. And we're going to try to make a coach build, man. Obviously, one of the best NFL head coaches we have ever seen. And now he's coming over to college football. How's it going to translate? I dropped a whole video talking about how I think it's going to translate. Check it out. But let's see if we can make his coach build in this game, man. And we're going to actually go through it step by step. So I'm going to start with CEO. I feel like he got to have some sort of either program builder, CEO. Looking through the program builder, I didn't see a category I loved for Bill Belichick, man. Just didn't see one. Maybe this one, but, don't really make sense when we already have all of our XP for the coach. So we're going to go in here to CEO. We're going to unlock that thing. It costs 30 points to unlock it, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Whoa. So before you can unlock CEO, you have to spend 100 points in any other tree. So we're going to start with recruiter, man. And this is where I think a lot of people are going to question Bill Belichick. Can he recruit 17 to 18-year-olds to come to his program? I think he'll do fine in the transfer portal. A lot of people is questioning, can he recruit the high school? And it's a valid question. I get why people are asking that. So what we're going to do is, man, we're going to go for defense. Bill Belichick is a defensive-minded head coach. So we're going to give him tier 2 for the whole defense. I would do tier 3, but we haven't seen it. So we're going to do at least where you could scout better. And then also you just get a better bonus for all of the defense, that tier 2 as well. And then he is a legendary head coach. So we bare minimum got to give him tier 1 for every other position group on offense. Because he could scout, man. One thing about Bill, he could scout, he could find hidden talent. And then for the quarterback, we're going to do tier 3 for the quarterback, man. He had Tom Brady, one of the best quarterbacks, the GOAT. He had one of the GOAT. So we're going to do tier 3 for that, and we're almost there, man. We spent 40 or 60 so far. We got to spend 40 more. Let's go ahead and unlock tactician, man. This is going to be another one that is going to be very useful, and we're going to go crazy. We're going to go crazy with Bill. So we're going to go first start off with the defense, and we're going to max out this whole thing, defensive thing, man. We're going to max out this whole thing for Bill, and we're going to go in. Let's do tier 2, and then we should be able to come back over here to CEO. Now we can spend the 30 points, unlock CEO. And what I want in here is looking through everything. I think the two things that made sense is tier 1 for Dream School, where you get the instant commit. I think he's just, super popular. A lot of people watch him growing up. A lot of these recruits, Deion, super popular head coach, but no one watched Deion play when it comes to, the high school kids, the transfers. Everyone was too young. They never watched Deion actually play live. They seen highlights. Bill Belichick, everyone's seen him win championships. Everyone's seen him win rings. So I think he'll kind of have that it factor when you get a call from Bill Belichick offering you a scholarship. You might get that instant commit. So we're gonna buy that ability, and then we also gonna get an increase for all skill caps by 1 for rising seniors. So we're gonna do this one. I love this ability, CEO. Those are the only two that really make sense for me in the CEO, and then also the program builder category. And then also, one of the things we will unlock, man, it kind of make it a little bit, but we're going to do it because it's going to make things cheaper. And this ability right here, where it discount all coach abilities when you have another coach that essentially have that same ability. It costs 18, and it's going to discount pretty much tactician and then also motivator. And we do have some coordinators. I wish the coordinators had a little bit better abilities, talent developer, even architect. That would be beneficial, but they do not. So what we're going to do is now come back in here, and instead of everything costing essentially 5, now it costs 3. So that's going to be very useful. So we're going to boost everything for the defensive side of the ball because it makes sense, man. It makes complete sense. You got a defensive-minded head coach, legendary head coach, and then you come to the offense, and you could probably argue maybe O-line should be boosted for him, and I would agree. Duffy quarterback. We're going to max out the quarterback. Like I said, he had the Tom Brady, man. Had the GOAT of quarterbacks. And we could, you can make an argument for the O-line. I totally get that. We're not going to do it just yet. Now I want to come in here to Motivator, man, and it's going to be a common theme. We're going to unlock this thing, and it's going to be cheaper as well. And we're going to go crazy once again for the defense. I'm going to go all the way to tier 3. I don't think tier 4 is worth it starting the fourth quarter hot. But the tier 3 of the Motivator, we get that off-season training boost is what we really looking for. So let's go ahead and max out tier 3 for the whole defense. And then same thing, man. For the offense, we're going to max out the quarterback as well, get tier 3. And then now for the O-line, I will also get tier 3 for this O-line, man. It just makes sense. Tier 3, you get an off-season training boost for all the O-linemen. I love that ability. So we used our boost. We may come back. We may come back, especially for, we could touch a little bit in that master motivator. We could go in there a little bit, especially for the defense side of the ball. But I want to come in here to talent developer. Let's unlock this thing, crack this thing open, and we're going to go crazy for the defense once again, man. We're going to go crazy, and we're actually going to max out this whole defensive side of the ball, man. So, yeah, lower rated, and then also starting for everything on defense will get just progress faster. And, defensive minded head coach. Why wouldn't we do that? So max this thing out, and now we're going to be left with 109 points. Next, we're going to come over here to Architect. We're going to crack this thing open as well. We're going to come in here, and we're going to do tier 2 for the whole defense as well, man. Y'all see the theme. Defensive minded head coach. We're going crazy just with the whole defense side of the ball. And the tier 2, you get a chance for a random skill cap to go up when you level on up. We love that ability. I wish I could do the tier 3, but I want to save a little bit. And then we also going to do the same thing for the quarterback, man. So our quarterback could just have better overall potential. And you're seeing this coach build is balanced so far. It's pretty balanced. We got 30 points left. Let's come back in here to tactician. Let's go ahead and max out for the O-line too, man. Might as well. We got the extra points, and that's going to leave us with 17 left. And then with the last 17, we're going to use 16 of those points in talent developer. And what we're going to do is, he already signed the old lineman in the transfer portal, so it makes sense to get this tier 1. Offensive lineman transfers are more interested, so let's go ahead and do that. And then why not also do it for wide or quarterback, man? I really think he will have no issues bringing in the quarterback. He already signed this quarterback of the future, or pretty much retained this quarterback of the future at North Carolina. So I think this makes sense, man. Y'all let me know in the comments. I know y'all going to let me know regardless. Y'all let me know what should be changed. What, maybe I need to go in the program builder. But for me, it just didn't make sense, man. Looking in here, I wanted to go in here. It just didn't. Nothing really made sense. The pipeline stuff, that's some of the best stuff in the game. But for this coach build, it just doesn't really make sense. Maybe this one right here, like I said, the faster progression. But he's already maxed out, man. He's 72 years old. The only thing I really suggest for this coach build is getting some better coordinators, man. Both our coordinators are heavily into the recruiter, motivator, tactician. That's kind of the basic, man. You love to get a recruiter that's an architect, man. That's a little bit more challenging to unlock, but, these abilities are a lot more useful. Even getting, the talent developer, getting some coordinators, even elite recruiter, getting the coordinator somewhere in there, especially with a head coach that is not going to be great at recruiting at first. He could be great, but he essentially has to learn it, pick it up, and, go inside these 18-year-old homes and really sell to them that's something he never done before. So I think getting some of these, elite recruiter or even just a good recruiting coach would definitely help. So this just was a little quick video showing y'all this, Bill Belichick, Coach Bill. Y'all let me know down in the comments. If y'all want to see my North Carolina rebuild, I'll make sure to link it down below. But I already did a rebuild of North Carolina for this year. Make sure I like, comment, subscribe. Click the video on the screen now for that North Carolina rebuild.